This is me and a group of 4 other people in the best Minecraft bedrock server. This is the Suits SMP, where every single player gets given a suit that they have to fend by. I am part of the Spades, and they are for the best builders on the server. Now I will introduce you to everyone on the server. This is Kyle Clay, and he is the owner of the server and the ace of spades, aka the basically leader of the suit that I'm from. Not only is he the leader of the server, he's also probably one of the best Minecraft players here. Next, we have blue-axolotl, but we all refer to him as Axo. He, for some reason, has a big grudge against the Spade faction, but we move on. He's a very good Minecraft player, and he's also a good, dedicated Minecraft player. Next, we have Glitch. She's also part of the Spade faction, along with me and Clay, and she likes to cause chaos, but she's a cosplayer, and she's really good to have in this SMP. And finally, we have Speedster. He is the best PvPer on the server, and he's also just a naturally good guy. They are all good people, and I'll link every single one of them's YouTube in the description. Now, you've all seen a guy get basic tools, so... Hey, look at that. And you also might see that the days played is 94. Yeah, that's because I'm late and I missed a few sessions. But, yeah, just ignore that and let's get into the video. So, now's probably a good time to mention, I lost a lot of recordings for this video. So, things like me getting stone and creating a little tiny boring secret base is all lost. I have no idea where it went. So I have to skip past a few bits in the video. I know it's bad quality and I'm very sorry. But yeah, I also will say, a big part about this SMP is in spawn, you create your own shop where you can basically sell all of your resources for other resources and trade with other players on the SMP. So currently I'm building my shop while talking to Axo on game chat as his mic is broken for Discord. Also, to you builders watching this video, please give me some building tips and recommendations of what to build, because I'm not the creative person. I like building and I think I make quite a lot of things good looking, but when it comes to creativity, I'm not that great, considering it is one of the most important factors in Minecraft. It's a literal sandbox game where you can do what you want. Guys, quiz question. Do I spare him? It was the wind. You don't see anything. Okay, now actually back to the video. I decided to go and explore the diamond space. Suits SMP also has another feature where all the players vote on like a challenge or something every single week. This week, each suit had to build their own base, a bit like a hub where every single player in that suit would go and hang out. So far, the diamonds were the only ones that actually had a proper base. I would show you what ours looked like, but it kind of doesn't exist yet, so gonna have to wait for episode 2 for that. So after looking around and definitely not stealing anything, I left and went to finish off on my shop. So one of the things that was lost in my footage was I collected one singular piece of iron, and I put that towards a stone cutter. You're probably wondering why I decided to make a stone cutter with my one piece of iron. Well, that is an idea for my shop, which you will see later. But for my shop, I really didn't have any big ideas for it, and even after this recording, I still don't have that many good ideas. So if you have any, please put them in the comments. So after just gathering some food and cooking it, it was now time for bed. Now, for some reason, Axel is the worst person in Minecraft at going to bed. This footage is sped up 2 times and he's still not in bed. Luckily, he does actually eventually go into bed. Then, as soon as I woke up, I decided to go and just give Clay's shop a visit, as I was gonna compare our 2 shops together. Just saying, there's a clear winner between our 2 bases. Okay, so now it's time to do the interior of my shop. Now, if you know me, I am so much better at exterior compared to interior. There's just a clear difference, and you can clearly see with the finished build. Now, this is about the time where I'd show you my new build, but while I was in the middle of doing the interior, this happened. Just doesn't look very good, does it? I also died trying to get all my stuff back. Again, I partially blame the sleeping problem, but I did get most of my stuff back and taunted the mobs through the window. So this was basically my finished shop. I did add a few things here and then, and one thing is quite important, but I will get to that later. So now that my shop was relatively done, I made a big realization. I was still naked. I had no armor, and I really badly needed iron. So what do you do when you need iron? Go mining. If you said anything else, build an iron farm. Please get out. No, I'm joking, please stay. So I found this lush cave that clearly already had been looted, but I decided to go down and check what was still there. It turns out whoever looted this didn't do a very good job. There was iron everywhere, and even diamonds? Trust me, I got a lot of stuff. Till disaster struck. Bruh. Oh, I'm crying. After a long run back, I did eventually get my stuff back. Then I did what everyone does when they die, sit in a hidey hole and regroup. Now, when I said I got my stuff back, I did, but not all of it. I lost my iron pick. I have no idea where it went. It couldn't have despawned. And yeah, it's just gone. Fortunately though, I did have enough iron to make a new one, but that was dangerous and that could have ended badly. So after the creeper incident, I just had to just get it back to speed. So I started smelting my iron to make another pick, and also smelting my food because I was starving and had nothing. Then I just explored this little tiny tunnel that was right next to my furnace and crafting table, and found that it's a very big part of the cave, and it goes it's quite big, I bet it has a lot of ores. So I sat there contemplating whether to just go or wait for my iron to smelt. After a lot of overthinking, I decided to go for it. So I immediately go down, and guess what I see? A diamond in the wall. I am overjoyed. Again, it's only a 1 vein, but who asked? Who cares? But after I got the diamond, I started getting into a little bit of trouble. I started getting shot by 3 skeletons in this dark cave trying to go up the water when I just can't quite get up because the skeleton is so near, and I end up trying to run away, but I'm just clueless and I have no clue what I'm doing, and do eventually die for a second time. Okay guys, time for part 2 of Run, Get My Stuff and Hide in a Hidey Hole. Right, I have to admit something. So, the longest survival world I have ever had was one that was 170 days. That is not very impressive. And another big thing is that it was with keep inventory on. I am terrible at Minecraft, and there is no hiding that. I can't play in every single world. I die as soon as I try and go mining. This is the third time I've died this SMP, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I needed to lock in if I wanted to become one of the most powerful people on this server. Okay, so the next thing I tried to do was get as much ores and valuables as possible. Because with the shops, if anyone ever just needed one, like, really fast and they didn't bother going mining, I could really easy, like, get them to overpay for items, and I'd gain a lot of resources. And I did end up going home, as I needed to just place my resources back, as I was still naked, and I had 3 diamonds on me, and I didn't want to lose them, and come close to losing them again. So, when I got home, couldn't sleep again, because Axel was, strip mining, so we couldn't do that. So, what I decided to do to pass the time was the biggest and most important part of my SMP, in the first episode. Just saying, if you're in this episode of the SMP and you're still watching, please click off, as this gives away some important stuff. So, I needed a way of hiding my diamonds. So, what I did was I broke my stone cutter in the middle of the chests and hid it there. I know it's really obvious and not creative at all, but at least it was somewhat hidden and not just right out in the open. So, as I'm a spade, I will prioritise building over getting tools and stuff. So, I did make some shears to get some vines and leaves just to decorate my build a bit more and give it a slightly overgrown look, as I thought it was kind of bland. I also used some of my vines to create some mossy stone bricks, just to create the texture from the grass up to the stone. This was the finished build. I don't look at it very long, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's the finished build. So for a while, nothing really happened. Apart from Axel using some interesting vocabulary, nothing happened for ages. But eventually I made the decision to go mining again, as having no armor wasn't very good. Now, I'm not gonna bore you on showing me mining, because you've seen that before. You do it all the time. It's just a basic thing. But if I told you that this was probably my best ever Minecraft session in my Minecraft history, it would be an understatement. I popped off getting so much iron and diamonds, lapis, gold, redstone, literally everything. I got a stack and a half of iron. I don't think I've ever got that much before, ever. I made full iron of armor and tools and everything else I needed to settle down and end it for the first episode of my Minecraft SMP. Just before I go, I just want to say I would really appreciate if you subscribed, as I'm doing a challenge where from the end of May until the end of June, for every subscriber on YouTube, follower on TikTok, and follower on Twitch, I will be collecting 1 tropical fish in survival Minecraft. So so do you want to make it harder for me? Do you want to make it easier? That will be up to you guys. But anyway, thank you all so much. Really appreciate every single one of you watching this video. Thank you all.